Sometimes we find ourselves standing at the edge of something beautiful, but the past holds us back. Our thoughts, our feelings, they constantly tell us that returning would be a mistake, but the heart still aches for what could have been. The journey we're on doesn't always have an easy way back. We might wish to return to a time when things made sense, but the truth is, we can't go back without leaving a part of ourselves behind. In the quiet of my mind, there's a constant battle, thoughts whispering about the past, feelings pulling me in every direction. But deep down, I know there's no turning back. The only way forward is through. Sometimes you reach a point where the decision to never return becomes a quiet kind of strength. It's not about forgetting, it's about growing into something stronger and more capable of handling whatever the future holds. The weight of what's been said and done keeps echoing through my thoughts. Yet, even as my heart wants to return to the comfort of what was, my mind reminds me that the past cannot offer me the peace I crave today. Thoughts and emotions swirl within, reminding me of moments I can't return to. But even as they tug at my heart, I realize that the growth I've gained from moving forward is far more valuable than any past I could ever relive. I stand at the crossroads of my own heart, torn between wanting to return to something familiar and knowing that the future holds something far better. Every step forward feels heavy, yet freeing, as I leave behind what I thought I needed. There's a certain beauty in the space between where we were and where we're going. It's the point where we realize we can't return, yet we don't have to. The only thing that matters is what we choose to become. Even as my thoughts drift back to what was, I know I can't return. The journey ahead, full of challenges and unknowns, is where I must be. My emotions scream for the past, but my soul knows the truth. It's time to let go. Returning isn't always possible, and sometimes, even when it isn't the right choice. The lessons learned, the feelings experienced, and the growth achieved can't be undone. They've shaped me into who I am today, and I can't turn back. The heart often pulls me back, and my mind tries to reason with me. Yet there's an undeniable truth that arises from deep within. Returning to the past would be a betrayal to the journey I've already started. I can't return to what was because I've changed. My thoughts and feelings have evolved, and to go back would be to deny all the growth and understanding I've gained along the way. The world may want me to turn around, but I've already set my course. The thought of returning crosses my mind, but it's just that, a thought. It holds no power over the path I've chosen to walk. It's difficult to reconcile the longing for something lost with the realization that we can't return. But in that space of not returning, there's an opportunity for something new, something unexpected. Some chapters are meant to remain closed. The thoughts of returning, however tempting, only keep us stuck in a cycle that hinders the growth we're meant to experience. I'm learning that I can't go back, and that's okay. It's a strange feeling, wanting to return to a place that no longer exists, not because of time or distance, but because I've changed. The old me could have returned, but the me I am now has no place in the past. There's a certain freedom in knowing that the past cannot be returned to. The thoughts that try to bring me back are nothing more than ghosts of what used to be. I've outgrown them. The more I think about returning, the more I realize that there's nothing for me there anymore. The life I lived, the feelings I had, they've all been transformed into something new. There's no going back, only forward. I can't return to the person I once was, and that's the greatest gift I could give myself. With every thought that tries to pull me back, I remind myself that I am not who I used to be. Returning isn't about physical distance, it's about the emotional and mental journey we've made. And when we've traveled far enough, there's no way to go back without losing part of the progress we've made. There's a quiet strength in knowing when something is over. It's in that space of acceptance that I realize returning would only undo the work I've done. The past can stay where it is, right where it belongs. I can't return to the past, not because I don't want to, but because I've moved on. The feelings are still there, yes, but they no longer have the power to dictate my future. We often think we can return, that somehow the past will accept us back. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. We can't go back, and we shouldn't want to. In the silence of my mind, I sometimes wish for things to be as they were.